Hello everyone, it's Mary. So this video that you're about to watch is going to be how I completed this look. Every day of this week I've been doing look of color basically, which is completely out of my comfort zone. I typically do everyday kind of nude, natural, brown, bronzy kind of a look. But this week I'm challenging myself since I recently purchased one of the new Juvias Place Afrique palettes. I decided why not do a week of color, seeing as though this palette here has a ton of gorgeous, very pigmented colors. So this look that you guys see, I decided to go with more of a orangey kind of a look. Granted, honestly, this orange on me started to turn and pull a little bit more red, so I did end up mixing it in with one of the Born This Way orange for a transition color. You guys will see that in the video. But the rest of what's on my eyes is going to be from the Juvia's Place palette, and then the orange kind of shimmer you're going to see is the shade called Ignite from the Born to Run palette. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, comment them below. If you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see in depth, please comment by below. Subscribe, share, like. And again, thank you guys so much for clicking on my video. I hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned. Okay, you guys, starting off, I'm using my fresh kombucha treatment that's gonna help boost the hydration in my skin. Just patting that in all over my face and on my neck. Next, I'm gonna use, that's what I was just saying, I'm using the Kiehl's eye cream, the avocado eye cream. Hydration is key so that under eye won't look cakey. Next, I'm also using my Kiehl's Ultra, is it called Ultra Repair Face Cream? Ultra Face Cream, whatever that is. All over. I'll list down below the products that I'm using in this video, by the way. Now, into this foundation. This has been my favorite foundation, the Cover FX Power Play. I'm in the shade G80. Just kind of stippling that in to build coverage on my cheeks, trying to cover this horrible breakout that never wants to leave. So annoying. And I'm using my Real Techniques buffing brush. I think it's called the Pro Sculpting brush. I'll also list that below as well. Just blending some more on my forehead and cheeks. Next, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia Chocolate Dip Brow. One of my favorite products to use when I want to kind of sculpt and have a more polished brow. So I'm using a angled brush that came from one of my like BH Cosmetics brush sets that I got off of Amazon. I couldn't find my other brush, but this one will do. I usually start like underneath the brow, just kind of following the natural shape of your brow. So I always go like underneath, and then I go on top, and then I'll fill in, which is what I'm doing now. I prefer a pointed end, so that's why the end of my brow comes down to like that point, and it's a lot skinnier. It's personal preference, and it also depends on the shape of your brow. So if your brow is kind of wide on the tail, then it's probably gonna have to be wide when you're filling them in. Now I'm just smoothing the product all the way through using a spoolie from one of my brow pencils. And now I'm going to get that brow together. So I'm using my MAC Studio Fix Concealer in the shade NC45 and a flat concealer brush to like highlight the brow bone and to also give it that nice sculpted, like cleaned up look. So that's what I'm doing here. Now I'm taking the remaining concealer and just putting that all over my lid as a base. And now I'm going in with my Juvias Place palette. I think you pronounce it the Afrique palette. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'll list it below. I'm doing this orangey shade from the top row. That's really bright, really bright. Blending is key. It's gonna come together though, y'all. This is how it looks when you first do it. So as you notice, I did apply that orange shade in like a circular motion. I did that because I kind of wanted to create a little halo effect. So I'm doing the outer corner as well as like the inner corner with that orange and just blending it out to blow it out. Now I'm going to go back in with my concealer in the center of my eye so that when I apply the more metallic shade, it'll be very pigmented. Not that the Juvia's Place eyeshadows need much help in being pigmented, but this will basically help so that metallic shade won't clash or mix in with the orange that I have on the outside. So it's going to make it the focal point. I'm just doing a little extra blending with a clean blending brush to get rid of any harsh lines and that may be there from the previous two shades that I applied. Now I'm going to go in with this orangey metallic, maybe more like a peachy shade. And this is actually from the Born to Run palette from Urban Decay. And I'm using a very small smudge-like brush to kind of pat that on in the center of my eye. So I'm just building up color, applying a little bit more so that it is very vibrant. And now for some concealer. Lately I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape. I just got this one, y'all. And I cannot believe that I've been missing out on this concealer. It is bomb, like the real kind. I'm in the shade Tan Deep Sand, I think. It does dry quickly, so you need to work pretty fast when blending it. But I absolutely love this concealer. So typically when I do a concealer, I do use a shade that's like lighter than my skin tone to give me that more highlighted look. So this shade is a little lighter than my skin tone, but on purpose. And now I'm setting it immediately using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I usually just press it in over top of my concealer. I typically don't bake because I don't want flashback, and if I'm already using a concealer that's a little lighter, baking is going to cause it to be intensified, which I don't necessarily want. So I'm just pressing that translucent powder in over that concealer to prevent any creases, to keep me nice and smooth and prevent me from getting oily all day, girl. Next, I cleaned off my smudge brush and, oh, no I didn't. I'm going back in with that. Oh, okay, I did. I'm going to use the orange shade from my crease and smudge the waterline area to give that under eye kind of smoky effect. I find whenever you're doing a bright or smoky eye, this just kind of brings it all together. It looks more complete in my opinion. So I like to smudge the color underneath. And then I went back in with that peachy shade from the Born to Run palette to put in my inner tear duct. This gives a nice little pop. All right, now for my Okay. I'm going to put my lashes on off camera. But shout out to Poshly Chic on Instagram. Go follow that page. They have some amazing lashes. The lashes that I'm going to put on is in the style Dawn, I believe. I'll confirm that. But they have some really nice lashes. I am warming up my face using the Black Up Contour Powder in the shade 3. And then I use my MAC Mineralized Powder in Dark Deep over top of that. The moment I've been waiting for. Set your face. This just gives me so much life. It just feels so amazing to set all of those powders and all of that makeup you just put on. It's going to give you that really seamless, flawless look all day. And I like to press it into the makeup for it to actually absorb and settle all powders and everything. Now for this lip color, I'm using one of the Sephora Collection liquid lips. I want to say this is in the shade Pretty Auburn. One of my favorites. I like the Sephora Collection liquid lips because they're very weightless. They don't feel tight, or they don't feel dry. Like, you don't feel dry and like your lips are cracking when you wear it. So it's always good. So usually when I do a bold lip color, because I'm not the best with applying lipstick, I go behind it with either my foundation or concealer, just to get a more precise line and a sharper lip. So I'm just using my flat concealer brush to clean up any lines. That is the completed look. I hope you guys liked this video. Comment down below what you would like to see next. If you have any ideas, feel free to let me know below. Thanks again. Bye.